Good evening to all of you present over here. So this is Suraj Power once again that came back with the different dashboards with the different data sets. So here we have represent like in model they are having ER diagram which is represent over there. So based on the products and then there is a sales and the customer ID. So in customer ID having the customer name, then customer ID, then the region. In sales having the different column name which is like customer ID, date, gross, in invoice number, net, then there is a product ID, sales, number of sales, and the product number of cost, category, product ID, product name, and sale price. So if you want to see that what the content of that particular table, so we have to just move toward this. So we have see that they're having the customer details and the customer table which is represent over here. So if you want to select for the product, so we can like select on that product. So product ID like this we're having Pro 140, 154 and all these things. Product name like ball pen red, blue, then having the desktop diaries and pocket diary. Product category like pen, employees, envelopes, papers and other and daily basis transform, and the cost and the selling price which is based on that. If you want to go through with the sales having which contains that date field, income numbers, invoice number, then customer ID, product ID, then having the unit sold, then having gross and having the sales tax and net. If you want to see that the visualization of that particular data, so we can go through with having what the reports. So we have see that this is our dashboard. So we sales and having customer dashboard which is represent based on the sales tax by the customer region. So in accesses they're having the customer region while having the sales tax. Based on that having like in customer having Pildars having the maximum tax sales tax which is represented over this. If you want to move towards like the, and this is what it is, the tilde which is represent which giving the information about all the things whenever wherever we have to just move toward this. And then the second is like having the unit sold by the having the customer region. So based on this graph is called as the having pie chart represent that the customer region is like these three regions which is having Western Mills and all. So we have see that based on that having that particular region having the what the percent of that unit sold of that particular things which is given information like 36.37% which is unit sold in Kildars over there. After that we having the number of sales by the customer name. So like here is having the each every customer names which is represent on the x-axis, and on the y-axis having the number of sales which is represent. So we can see that like having the customer name Red Tax Limited having the number of sales like 337 over there. So we can see actual what they having different customer name, I mean customer name with respect to number of sales, what number of sales which is represent. After that we have the unit sales, unit sold and the unit sold by the month. So like in October having the unit sold like unit sold based on this. In November and in December we can easily see based on that particular unit sold based on that particular month. Then after that based on that having the unit sold by the category. So we can see that what the lowest category we can observe by moving toward that particular line. So lowest is having the like units source which is having information, and what the product or category which is high so is known as daily. In daily having high, so we can see that having envelopes having 1040 having then the paper is 10142, then the pen sold based on that and unit source is like 10139. So after that moves toward having the number of sales by that product name. So it's same like we have the customer name and based on the product name. So based on the sorry, based on the product name we have the number of sales which is represent over this. So here it is all this about this. So here is all about our dashboard, which is represent for the sales and the customer dashboard based on that particular things. So yeah, that's it about self. Yeah, thank you so much.